Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the new nuking event that's been added in. This is Don Kia's Bodyguard Recruitment test. Now this event is broken up into 4 phases. You can complete any phase at any time, but they only unlock 1 per week. In stage 1, which is the first test, there is an effective category, and the effective category changes with each test. You can see that down here. These characters are going to do more damage. So it's going to make you easier for you to build a team to hit the goal. Alright, so we have here test 1 is GT Heroes. Now, obviously it's super important that basically there's only 2 turns. You're building a nuking team. I will leave a link in the top right hand corner about what a nuking team is, so that you have some help. But essentially, I'll give you the basics here and kind of run down, obviously, our team. The first thing that you want to do, make sure you choose the correct friend lead. Now, your lead and the friend lead both need to have attack gained per type orb. That's super crucial. It doesn't have to be this Vegeta. It could be the Goku. It can be whichever unit. If you're using a physical team, an in-team, whatever. But it needs to be a unit that gives attack per orb. It's super duper crucial. Secondly, as well, the next most crucial thing is that we need to have a nuking unit. In this case, we are very blessed in that we have a unit that is capable of doing it with a little bit of help in the form of this GT Goku. So he's a free-to-play character. You can actually obtain him from the DB story event, the Rildo DB story event. So he's actually really available, and he's a nice option for players who maybe don't have one of the summonable units, since they're not on the banner or anything like that. Alternatively, you can use any unit like physical Goku GT Kid, Int Vegeta GT Kid. You can even try and use, like Int Allow Goku. You can use whichever unit you want. Ideally, though, nuking units that gain attack per orb are ideal. And then the next most important factor is changing orbs. Now, you want to choose units that change orbs over supports. Having supports is overrated. If you can gain an extra 2 orbs because you changed orbs, then it's far more valuable than having a 30% support on rotation, especially if that support's not going to link or change orbs. Remember, you can't use support items or support memories, so you need to have enough units that can orb change to really enable your team. The only next bit that you need to do is basically just restart the stage over and over until you get the correct-ish lineup that can take on the event and win. For this team specifically, it's to have Goku in the second turn, and to have all your orb changes pretty much set up in the first couple of turns. That's going to be the number 1 most important thing. It is going to be a very, very, very large contributing factor to how well you do. And you can see when Goku does get some orbs that he does decent damage. Now, the threshold for Goku is going to change depending on A, is he rainbow? 2, have you link leveled him? B, do you have equipment on him? For me, try and prioritize attack equipment in this first slot. Try and prioritize crit equipment in the second and third slot. And also maybe super attack modifier equipment. If you have a equip that gives both, that's great. Although Goku has a high crit rate chance, the important thing about him is that he needs to have essentially a crit. We need the crit. It needs to happen. If we don't get the crit, we don't get near the target. Not enough. You can see there with 16 orbs, a nice crit is 67 mil. Now that was with 16 orbs. I'm going to get 17 orbs, and I added between the 16 orb attempt and the 17 orb attempt, I added in a +6 attack skill orb, and I added in the super attack modifiers, about 8 levels worth. And you're going to see that Goku really, really pushes his damage up quite a lot. So you're going to see now, this is obviously me just showcasing where we got. You're going to see now Goku gets 17 orbs. It's only 1 more orb, but with the equips and with that 1 additional extra orb and with the super attack modifier, Goku is going to hit, he's going to hit the required attack stat. It's super important to understand that the orb gain is exponential. So by gaining 18 instead of 16, you're gaining progressively a lot more attack, because every orb before has that 30% multiplier applied to it. So it is very important the number of orbs that you get. But this is a somewhat free-to-play-ish friendly build team that's kind of centered around this Goku. If you want a much easier time, use Int GT Vegeta or physical GT Goku. or even try like one of the LRs, like try just better units that have better baseline stats. It should still work out pretty fine for you. It's just that, yeah, I like to fiddle around and build teams. But that's it from me. Give me a shout if you need any help, and see you next time. Bye.